Hello Frugal fans, once again this is Captain Frugal, and this video is another one of me opening my Marvel Puzzle Quest tokens. Now once again, I didn't save them up all at once, so I just collected them and did the video as I went. So here we go, some standard tokens. By the way, I do that because, the self-control, I don't have it to hold it. Aw, crap, I got a Venom. Yes, here you usually get lots of one-star characters. Once in a while you pop something good, but once again a Storm. I don't have any need for one-star characters since I'm really in the third-star character progression. So here's a Spider-Man, not really worth much either. I'll soon do a video too on my current team and show you where I'm at, as well as maybe some tips. Let me know what you like. And Hawkeye. Okay, that's one I'm almost done building on that 2-star. I do use my 2 stars to progress my 3 stars. I'll mention that a little bit here in this video too. There's the good old Taco Vault. I love the Deadpool Daily Quest. And that gives me a lot of... Okay, I'll take ISO. That's where I get a 3-star every day almost. As long as you have that required character. There's another Hawkeye. Awesome. Now anyway, some people... I had a debate with a little bit earlier ago, and I'll mention it while I'm showing my tokens. Is that... I run more than the single 2-star. For example, I have 2 2-star Thors and things like that. And they'll be like, why do you have that? Well, the reason is interesting. I find that I farm those 2 stars for my 3 stars. So for example, I got 3-star Thor, but I don't have all the covers. So I can either go by a hope of randomness, getting a cover once in a while in the Deadpool Daily that I'll get a Thor cover, or I can put a little bit of ISO in, spend some ISO, and get the benefits of championing that 2-star again, which gets me a cover of every color for my 3-star character, as well as tokens and hero points, which are hard to come by. And I strongly suggest considering doing that. If you play the lightning rounds, you can get quite a bit of ISO. I use that. So once in a while on my roster, I leave like 1 or 2 slots open for a 2-star character that I'm going to champion. That way I can build the hero points as well as the 3-star covers. So I strongly suggest that. I've been told, people go, well, the shortage of ISO is so terrible. Well, eventually the shortage of covers that you need is terrible. So unless you're spending command points on 3-star covers, and I don't recommend doing that because there's methods to get them, I would recommend doing it this way. It might cost you some ISO, sure, but actually that character's still pretty darn usable anyway. I mean, let's be honest, a level 140 Ms. Marvel or Thor is quite usable. Might not be usable at the higher end matches as much, but it's useful up to maybe the midpoint. So you get use out of the character and you get all those benefits. So as you see here, I'm not getting anything super spectacular. I don't in this video either. Unfortunately, I don't pop any Old Man Logans with yellow, that's for sure. At a time I did pop an Old Man Logan, it was with a red cover, which did not exactly make me happy. I was so stoked at first. I was like, yes, Old Man Logan. All right, Dawkins, by the way, he's awesome. And I was like, oh, Old Man Logan, great. And then I realized I got the red cover, so he's a meat shield that kills himself. Hey, look what we got here. Awesome. That's another one I'm getting close to championing right now. So once again, I like tacos. If you don't do the daily doubles, the daily quest, you should. If you struggle beating the big enchilada, please review my previous video on how to beat the big enchilada. I show you how to do it with 3 2-star characters: Classic Storm, Marvel Now Magneto, and Original Black Widow. They all serve multiple purposes, and I explain that in the video on how I do it. And I don't run a perfect run. I do make some mistakes, and I do that on purpose, partly as well as I'm not perfect anyway, just to show you it can happen. And there's Captain America. I'm actually building a second Captain America right now. That way I can cover or get the covers I need for my Captain America Super Soldier. So I'm doubling up on him, as well as Dawkins I'm using to get my 3rd-star Dawkins. I'll be starting a second one of him once I get done with probably championing my probably second Captain America, because I'm only going to keep one 2-star level 144 max champion Captain America, because then I'll have Super Soldier as well. Alright, let's see what I got here. Oh, another 1-star. I said there's nothing super spectacular earning here. Now, I will say, hopefully you're watching my other videos. I've started another video segment as well, whereas I spotlight a Marvel Puzzle Quest character, tell you about them, tell you my feelings about them, and a good way to set them up and different possibilities to set them up. I would recommend checking out those too. And if you find that there's any particular characters you want covered If I have them and have a good amount of experience with them, I would love to do it. I'll run a video on them too. If not, and I'm working at covering them, I will when I get to it as soon as possible. So here it is again, the taco vault. Now, another method too is a lot of people save up, as I said, those tacos. That way they're guaranteed to get that legendary character, but that takes a long time. I mean, 300 tacos is 150 days. I just don't seem to have the discipline yet to do it because there's usually a lot of characters I can benefit from. Like here, I didn't have my Ares at 144 yet. I think I have 3 more covers I need for him, so it's beneficial to me. Now, maybe a little later, if I'm not farming a 2-star character at the moment, something like that, I'll start saving those. But until then, I'll keep it, because see here, that's just ISO. Which leads to another thing. You only need 1 character for the first node of the Deadpool Daily Quest. A lot of people strongly recommend using Juggernaut, and there's nothing wrong with that. Juggernaut's a great choice. Another choice I strongly would recommend, though, is Iron Man. I've only ever lost 1 match using Iron Man, and that's because the drop was just horrid. I mean, it was terribly in the other team's favor, so I pretty much got hit by about everything possible, and they got massive cascades on me. That was the only time it ever happened. They also, though, they never run an event where Iron Man's in it, so you don't have to worry about not playing, at least not currently, whereas you would have some other characters. So yes, Juggernaut's a great choice, but so is Iron Man. And I tend to choose Iron Man over Juggernaut for another reason. You notice they do a lot of powered up events now. If you have Iron Man, sometimes he's powered up, and then you can use him in the other nodes for those events. Whereas I haven't had that experience seeing Juggernaut powered up, except for playing against him, and nobody likes fighting a level 200 Juggernaut. If you do, let me know in the comments why you enjoy fighting a 200 level Juggernaut and what you do to defeat him, because the only way I know to defeat him is starve him from his colors hardcore, because if you don't, usually if he's paired with Venom or something, you're screwed, because he hits it, cascades everything, Venom stuns you, he hits you again, cascades everything, and it just snowballs from there. I've gotten killed by that repetitive motion and with playing 1 turn. Alright, so here's Falcon, another character. Yes, a lot of people don't like Falcon. I tell you what, I do like him. If I'm going to play defensively, or if I have 1 really good offensive player, maybe in a mid-level offensive player, I'll use him to play defense. For example, if I'm going to go with somebody like Dark Reign, Bullseye, which puts out shields, or Spider-Man that puts out shields, or even better yet, Luke Cage. He's constantly putting out a shield, or Magneto, classic Magneto. You'll constantly be buffing those shields. Look here, Luke Cage. I love me some Luke Cage. Another benefit too is if you're fighting somebody that puts out a lot of shields, he's good for taking them out too, as well as those attack tiles. So he's a very good player, especially at higher levels. Lower levels, he's not as good. But when he can burst that large portion of shields for you and things, you're really well set. So I think he's a very underrepresented and underutilized character in the game. And maybe, who knows, that'll change. I always know I hate fighting him. When I fight him, I usually try to take him out first, or maybe second at latest, because otherwise if he drops those shields on you, it's a pain in the butt unless you're running somebody like Captain Marvel that can blow him out, or Daredevil, or somebody can bust the whole board like Marvel Now Magneto. Alright, I only got a little bit more to go here, and I hope you've enjoyed this video so far. And as I said, if there's other ones you want to see, please let me know in the comments section below. I would really appreciate it. If you notice, I run these advertisement free, I might add, so I'm not earning any money or anything either. So I hope you enjoy that aspect of it. Now come on, here we go. Sometimes I wait forever. I'll go over another reason why I do that on these vaults eventually. Maybe next video of why I do that. Come on, come on, come on. What am I going to get? What am I going to get? If I recall, it's nothing too spectacular. And here it is, Human Torch, Johnny Storm, another character I originally didn't care for and now I love. Alright everybody, so thank you for watching. If you do enjoy this as well as other videos, please check out the henchmanslounge.com where we have reviews and all kinds of fun stuff. Thank you much.